Here comes Bosa. Here comes the quarterback, Burrow. Looking for a block, and he got it up in the front by Hopkins into the end zone. Touchdown!
Those little split-second differences so huge in the NFL. 2nd and 10, Burrow over the middle. Higgins breaking free, and Cincinnati back in front.
Rivers off play action. That one's going to be intercepted, picked off by Jesse Bates.
Welcome back to the Streaking Stripes podcast, the number one Bengals podcast, and it doesn't matter because we lost to the Jets. So, yeah, we lost to the Jets 34-31 on Sunday. And we're recording this on a Saturday, by the way, because we have news. One of us is married now, and we went to Tennessee. Raise your hand if you're married. Raise your hand if you're married. Raise your hand if you're married.
Yay, Bryce.
Joke's on you, I don't have hands.
Oh, okay.
I just
Well,
have beers.
there you go.
Oh.
Put a Coors in the camera
Can't
if
wait
you're
till
married.
Tara sees this.
So, everybody, round of applause for Bryce.
Yay!
Yay. We were in
It was
Tennessee.
game day business.
Yeah, we were in Tennessee for the game, and we saw a ton of Browns fans there, actually. So, which was
For whatever
insane.
reason.
Yeah, I don't know why, but okay, good for you guys. And then we had to sit there and watch that crap. So 34-31, Jets win. What are your guys' thoughts on that thing that happened on Sunday?
Bad tiger noises. Mike White. Sorry for ever disrespecting you. You're forever our daddy, I guess.
Ass tat for days.
Oh, yeah, Drew.
I said
Drew
450 yards, not 405.
It's the same numbers, so I think that counts, right?
No, I don't think it does.
I think I'm gonna go ahead and say it counts. Yeah, I think that was an ugly game. I won't say it's like ugly, because offensively we scored 31 points. So
Yeah.
you know, let alone it should have been 34 because Zach Taylor decided to go for it after that first interception. I don't know why you don't just take the 3 free points, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but you gotta. At the end of the day, you gotta get points off of your turnovers, no matter how it happens. Even if it is, even if it is 4 down territory, you gotta kick the field goal there.
As Zach
Excuse
Taylor,
me.
the defense just needs to cause more turnovers. That's the issue.
Well, we had 3. We forced 3 turnovers. And
Yeah.
we got 7 points
We
off of
needed
it.
4. We needed fucking 4. I don't know what to tell you. I need more turnovers out of the defense, okay? My quarterback's turning the goddamn ball over. Get more turnovers.
Well,
Zach Taylor, probably.
Or we just need to not allow our defense to get cooked by checkdowns.
yeah.
We got to learn how to make
Yeah.
fucking adjustments.
I just want to make one thing known. Like,
What?
I'll never be on board with Zach Taylor again because I'm tired of this fucking roller coaster where I'm on board and then I'm off board. Until this motherfucker wins the Super Bowl, off board. I'm on the fucking little walk the plank. Fuck
Well,
you, Zach.
if you're on the plank, you're technically still on board. So
Yeah,
Well,
you
I'm
have
on
that way
edge.
of coming back.
No, well, it don't matter. I'll fucking still jump in.
Terrible analogy. Try again.
Whatever. I've been drinking. I'm pissed off. I've been drinking. Fucking hate the Jets.
yeah. I will say that I think it's kind of a learning point for this team. We're still really young, and I think we're trying to handle. I don't want to say like it's a team that's learning how to handle success because I think they can handle success. I feel like it's a team that is learning how to win with like expectations. Like you know what I'm saying? It's like because for years it was the Bengals aren't really that good. The Bengals this, the Bengals that. It's all negative. And you're in the NFL teams. Every NFL team can play when they're counted out and everybody doubts them and all that. It's a different story when you have expectations that you're supposed to live up to, and I think that was kind of something that eked in. I think they were a little bit overconfident. I know Joe Burrow said they had a really good week of practice and everything, but I feel like they kind of overlooked New York a little bit, personally. So,
Sure.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they'll be overlooking any team anytime soon. These young teams, they play with high emotion, so they're probably very pissed off, and I would not want to be a Browns fan this weekend.
Absolutely not. I personally, I think that's one thing that I don't think that we're going to see probably again this year is overlooking somebody.
No.
Partially because of the teams that we have on our schedule for the second half of the season, but also because of what just happened last weekend. So, so I guess we skipped over the offensive part. Joe Burrow's interception, by the way, I got it on the show flow here real quick. I don't know. It was a weird play that we didn't need to have happen, and I don't pin it on Joe. I mean, he's the one that threw the ball, but you look at that play, it's like a fake toss screen off the backside, and you have I think Williams. It's either I think it's Williams and Boyd. I think are throwing blocks on the outside. If that ball gets over Shaq Lawson, there's a very good chance that Jamar Chase houses that thing. So,
Carl Lawson?
No, it was.
He got hurt. No, he got hurt. I wasn't watching at this part.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, Bryce.
I wasn't watching at this part.
Bryce had to go home. His kids were tired.
I watched the first half, and then I was like kind of following it for a minute on while we were driving around. I just know we were up by 10 or 11, whatever it was, and then all of a sudden they were up. I'm like, what the fuck happened?
Yeah, we were up by 11. We were up 31-20 with like 6.5 minutes
I just assumed it's Carl Lawson, but Carl Lawson got hurt, didn't he?
Yeah, he got hurt before season started.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. My bad. Like I said, I wasn't paying attention though.
Yeah, it was Shaq Lawson that got it. Yeah, we were up 31-20.
On the Jets.
We were up 31-20 with like 6.5 minutes left, and we ended up losing by 3 points. We got 14 unanswered points, which that can't happen. It just can't. But it did. So that interception little piece was mainly just for me because I was kind of critical of Joe Burrow in the moment. But I've since walked it back.
You're critical of Joe Burrow on not everything.
Well, yes, I love Joe Burrow, but I would like him to be more careful with the football. This is just completely off rip. I went back and I looked at all of his interceptions this year. So he's got 9 interceptions, and 4 of them are not on him. So he should have 23 touchdowns to 5 interceptions. So
5 interceptions.
Yeah. It's crazy the bad luck that he's had.
What was his number last year? 13 touchdowns, 5 interceptions, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, I think it was something. It was like 12 or 13. So moving off of the offense, because I don't really think the offense was the issue on Sunday.
Hey, go Jackets!
Okay. This is not hockey.
All right. Yeah. Sir, this is a Bengals podcast.
Yeah. Bryce is half paying attention to us and half watching a hockey game right now. This is great.
They scored the fucking goal on Darcy fucking Kemper.
Okay, bud. We're doing a Bengals podcast, okay?
I know you're going to cut this out, so that's why I'm saying
yes, I'm going to actually mark it down. It was 8:45.
I just got to do it because we're playing fucking Darcy Kemper.
Yeah, all right.
You're Darcy Kemper.
All right. So, moving off of the offense, as I said before, Bryce interrupted me. Because because I don't think the offense was the issue. We're going to go to the defensive side of the football, which Lou Anarumo has not taken any kind of blame for the game on Sunday, which I think he should. But defense, as a quick overview, what did you guys think of the defense on Sunday?
It was the two things that stuck out where we were failing to make adjustments as far as our game planning goes and our schemes. We were letting everything underneath just happen. And my second point is that we were just missing tackles left and right. So when they throw underneath, you're missing tackles. You're turning those 5-yard plays into 12 or 13-yard plays. That's losing football.
Yeah, I think, Jake, you sent a graphic where it was 3 games that we've lost. We've had a missed per tackle percentage of 17 or 18%.
Yeah. So in all 3 of our losses this year, we have had 17% or more missed tackles. So if we make our tackles, we win. If we don't, we lose. That's what I take from that.
But yeah, kind of feeding off what Drew
That's
said.
just football.
They had a really good game plan of how to attack right out the gates. You got a quarterback with not very much experience, and he came out and went 11 for 11 right off rip,
something like that.
Maybe even more. But yeah, they were just hitting the underneath, just taking whatever we were giving them, and it didn't seem like we even cared.
Yeah,
we were just chasing after that.
Mike White, I have this tweet from Andrew Russell pulled up. If you guys want to go give him a follow, he's really good with the PFF stuff. PFF_Andrew R. Tweeted out, I believe this was on Sunday or Monday. Jets quarterback Mike White versus the Bengals, 4.2 average depth of target, lowest in the league last week, and 63.2% of his yards came after the catch, which was 5th most in the league. That combined with the 17% tackles, missed tackles rate, I think that just encapsulates everything that happened on Sunday. They were playing a very a bend but don't break defense that we've been doing pretty much all year. It's based around keeping everything in front of you, not giving up big plays, and rally tackling and making the tackles in front of you. You miss those tackles, you're gonna lose. That's just where it is. So
Plain and simple.
Yeah. Logan Wilson also had a 26.7 PFF grade this week, which was really rough. That's very uncharacteristic of him this year. So just kind of chalked it up as a bad game. But him being your mainstay up front with that defense, that also kind of contributes to that. So I also have Mike White here. We're just going to do a quick apology because we kind of just skipped over Mike White last week. And he torched us, so...
Yeah. Sorry, Mike.
Sorry, Mike. Although, I don't really feel that bad. He torched us. But he is hurt now, so...
Yeah.
I mean,
outing.
I don't know if I said no disrespect towards him on our last podcast, because I really didn't mean any disrespect. I just didn't know who the fuck he was. Now obviously, I do.
Yeah. I don't think any of us knew who he was, so...
Yeah, so I didn't mean it in a disrespectful manner. Just hey, I don't know who the fuck this guy is. It should be whatever, but he was good enough to be an NFL quarterback for that week, and it showed.
Yeah, we don't ever struggle to beat Tom Brady, but wow, we struggle against rookie quarterbacks.
Yeah. That's been a fucking problem for us for a long time.
Go Bengals football. Woohoo!
Yeah.
Which I wanted to say something on, you were talking about the bend, don't break defense.
Yep.
Kind of got me nervous with this being a copycat league. So if you see what the Jets kind of did to us, if we keep running that style of defense, I mean, you can only expect for other teams to kind of do similar things. So something.
Well, again, it comes down to our tackling because our scheme was working if we were just making the tackles. That's what we've done all year. You make those tackles, you don't give up the big play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it boils down to like what you just said. If you make the tackles, you'll be fine. If you don't, you're gonna struggle.
You do have a point though, because I think that's something that Cleveland's gonna try to utilize a lot, especially with Baker's messed up shoulder. It's easier on his shoulder just to throw those underneath routes, all those screens and everything. So I think we have to be ready to tackle in. Guys like Nick Chubb, they're hard to bring down. So you got to come ready to play physically.
Nick Chubb,
and the Jets
Jarvis
also
Landry
came out and ran 2 or 3 trick plays on the first 2 or 3 drives. Yeah, so should be interesting to see if Cleveland kind of, especially with Landry being like a good thrower at the wide receiver position, should be interesting to see if Cleveland tries something similar.
Yeah. By the way, that Boyd pass. Trick play. I was like, "What the hell just happened?"
We're Bengals fans. We've never been used to seeing trick plays. I want to see some more of them.
I like it.
He got me one good last fantasy game before I had to trade him.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. This sucks. Next up, we got the Mike Hilton unnecessary roughness call that essentially sealed the game for the Jets, and I'm going to let Drew head the way on this because he has been the most vocal, I think, of us. So, Drew, what do you think?
Well, I think it was a bullshit call. I don't think that the offensive player is allowed to lower his head into the defensive player and cause a flag like that. It was a stupid call. That being said, if you are one of those fans that try to blame one game on one call, don't do that. We are the ones who put ourselves in that situation for that call to be made. If we blow the Jets out and take care of business, guess what? That call happens. Who cares? We're up by 30. We're up by 40. But at the end of the day, you can't blame a football game on one call. So if you're one of those fans, stop it.
Yeah, I agree with Drew. There you go. It was a bullshit call, especially being on 3rd down. But, I mean, it's one play in a football game where there's, 150 plays ran. You can't pin one play. Yeah, the timing of it sucks. But when you're that heavy of a favorite and you just keep shooting yourself in the foot constantly, I don't feel sorry for you. And so, yeah, you hate to see it. You hate to see it, but yeah,
it's just unfortunate because I think 9 times out of 10 that probably doesn't get called.
No, but
so it does suck, but also it's football.
You can't
keep playing through it.
My whole take on it is you can't put yourself in the situation to where the official has the ability to control that part of the game. So it's ultimately comes back on us for not handling our own business earlier on. So that call would have just been moot. With that being said, you cannot make that call as an official at that point in the game. You cannot miss on something that bad, and that kind of segues me into what my next point on this is. I don't know how in the NFL how coaches, players, sometimes you see owners and GMs have to answer questions in front of the media, yet NFL officials get a pass. They don't have to answer any questions, answer questions about their mistakes or any of that. The NFL needs to, and this goes for across the board. This isn't just because this happened to the Bengals on Sunday. I've been on this train for a long time. The NFL officials need to have their own press conferences so they can answer to the questions and the hard questions that the media will be asking them when they screw up, just like everybody else. It's just mind-boggling to me how protected they are, and the league will surely come out and say every time they screw up a call, they'll be like, "Hey, yeah, we missed that call. Sorry." But that's it. That's not good enough. We need to know why. Why did you make that call? Why did you miss this call? What did you see in the replay review? What was this? What was this? What was this? I want these guys to answer for their screw ups, and I think everybody else can get on board with that. Sorry.
Yeah, I think that's an excellent point you make. Because the refs don't necessarily always see what we see on TV. So, it would be interesting, if in one situation the ref is like, well, I didn't see this very minute detail that, is the difference between an offensive PI and a defensive PI. I didn't see this because I was looking here or this was going on. And because a lot to monitor throughout the game, a lot of minute details they might miss. So it would be interesting to hear from their perspective of what they saw. And I think if you create that dialogue, it's a more healthy relationship between refs, fans, and players.
Where I agree with everything you two are saying, I'm going to go one step further because I don't pin all the bad calls necessarily on the refs. This is the same league up to like fucking 3 years ago, and hell, even now, we don't even know what the fuck a catch is. Now you can turn around and you can just drop the ball and look at the player the wrong way, and you're getting flagged for taunting. So yes, I get the refs make mistakes, but I want to see like Goodell or somebody like that come out and just answer like about these things, because you got the bullshit taunting going on, you got the shit where you don't even know if it's a catch or not, you got these unsportsmanlike, it's ridiculous. There's like no organization between this, like the refs and like calls to make, in my opinion. I may be alone on this, that's just my take.
No, it's definitely inconsistent across the board. I mean, but a lot of that is attributed to the discretionary piece of everything, which you can have up to, it's up to the official's jurisdiction. You can have that, but you can also see when they're dead wrong about shit, which is
for sure
thing. So that's my little rant on that. Ultimately, like I said before, that call is mainly on us. Like the call itself isn't, but we shouldn't put ourselves in that situation where we need a call to go our way to have a chance to win. So
yeah, that's the bottom line of it.
Yeah. So next, I forgot to put this on the show flow for you guys, but we did tweet out a question, like send up some questions, and we did get a response. And Higgy Bear on Twitter at MikeLP_35. Thank you for asking this question. He asks, can you guys break down the offense's slow starts in every game thus far? Is it scheme or is it poor execution? So what do you guys think about the slow starts?
So I think a lot of it just comes down to play calling and your 10 scripted plays. If you look at Zach Taylor, he's a very conservative play caller at the very beginning of the game. It's run, pass, run, pass, run, pass for the first 2 or 3 possessions. And I've been saying this since beginning of the season. And I want to take a deep shot, like first play of the game. Just let Burrow let loose. Throw the ball. Show the defense right off the rip that they have to respect the deep ball. They have to respect the big play. Start off with a trick play. Like, what was it, 2 weeks ago, the Lions and the Rams were in a close game at the very beginning because Campbell was like, all right, we're not going to try to ease our way into this game. Here we go. Let's go right now. And he came out aggressive play calling, and it gave him some very easy points early on. So I think for me, a lot of it is play calling rather than execution.
Yeah, I said something on the pod the week before Detroit where I think Zach Taylor should come out with his 10 scripted plays and run some more empty and run it more like a 2-minute offense and set the tempo right away. And I think if he did something like that, it would definitely get the offense in more of a rhythm, because that's when the offense and Burrow himself are really on their A game, is when we come out and we do that 5 wide empty and get that no huddle like 2-minute offense going.
Yeah.
So Obviously that's not something that you can do every week because leagues will teams will catch on to that and kind of like have a better script for that. But I think it's something that I would like to see into the scheme work in the first couple of drives to kind of just get the flow of things, and then you can go back to that, conservative and whatever that run pass or whatever you want to do then his normal play calling, because I just feel like everybody will be like just get their blood going and all that. They'd be warmed up and ready to go by then.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're probably not going to be able to break it down play by play for you, but
I really do appreciate the question, though.
Yeah, appreciate it. Kind of just all encompassing. I do think that Zach Taylor has some plays in his playbook that are very good. Some of the plays that he draws up are are actually really creative, and you could see them work. It's just I don't think he calls them. I don't think he's aggressive early in the game, like Drew said. I think he's very conservative. He wants to kind of try to ease into the game, and then later on he'll take shots and he'll do all that stuff. So I think it's a combination of both, really. So, but yeah,
I have a question.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead, Bryce.
Do you think? Okay. I do have a question. So with you, Jake, you're saying that he's got these creative, like these plays that like good play calls or whatever in his playbook. Do you think the lack of calling that is due to like maybe a lack of confidence that he has
in the play call, or like in the player's ability to execute?
In the play call, play execution, just in general? Do you think he has a lack of confidence to call those plays, and that's why we don't see more of them?
I mean, he calls them during the game, so I know he has some kind of confidence in it. So I don't really know if it's that he doesn't have any confidence. I think he's just more cautious because he knows they can be high risk play calls. So he doesn't want to like continuously try to hammer those, and that leads to just trying to run the ball, and then you punt. So.
It also could be a philosophy thing. Like if he values not showing everything that the team can do and until like 2 minutes, because he wants those last minute points, so he kind of plays it more conservative, and he's not like showing you what their game plan right out the bat. So you kind of have to guess maybe, and they can get some easy points maybe that way. But like I think for the most part, it's just a lack of aggressiveness more than anything else.
Yeah, I was just curious of what you guys thought about that, just because I know, obviously, Burrow exudes confidence in himself, so I didn't know if it was something where you maybe think Zach Taylor's like got lack of confidence in himself, or was just, like you said, just a philosophy thing where you don't want to show too much.
Yeah. Okay, so thank you, Bryce, and thank you, Higgy Bear, for the questions. That takes us into our Browns preview. All I got's health here on the show flow. For the most part, we should be healthy going into this thing. Chris Evans, Cam Sample, and Auden Tate are questionable. Everybody else should be good to go. I know there was some worry about Jackson Carman with his back, but he was a full participant in practice on Friday. And Trey Hopkins also did not practice, but I think that was more so veteran stuff, like veteran rest that we've been doing a lot. So. I have the Browns' health here, and they have a lot of people that are questionable going into the game. So I think Denzel Ward, Donovan Peoples-Jones, I'm pretty sure Jadeveon Clowney and Jarvis Landry. So those are some big names that they have questionable. I'm assuming they're going to be active, but Odell Beckham Jr. is not playing, though. So
damn it! I was gonna ask you what the hell status on OBJ was.
No, I got it covered, man.
Yeah, his status is going to be playing for the Ravens here in a week.
Yeah, Ravens.
You think that's where he's going to end up? Is the Ravens?
I wouldn't be surprised.
I think he'll end up with the Raiders. Honestly, just something.
I know he's been very.
I think he'll I think he'll want to get back at the Browns, so he'll sign with a division rival.
I feel it. I know he's very open with playing with
That's
Tom
assuming
Brady.
he clears waivers.
Yeah. All right.
I just know he's very open with playing with Tom Brady.
Watch Detroit claim him right after we end this podcast.
Yeah. Keys to the game for the Browns game. There's a lot that we need to be able to do right, but first off is protect Joe, keep him upright. I do think that what we were talking about earlier with the taking shots and stuff, I think you're gonna have to do that because if you just try to ease yourself into this game, I don't foresee that ending well. And then ultimately, when you play Cleveland defensively, you got to stop the run. So Nick Chubb, they don't have Kareem Hunt still. That's Dearness Johnson and Nick Chubb. So you're going to get a heavy dose of Nick Chubb. We've been able to bottle the run up for the most part this year. But we just got to continue to do that. And then, again, make your tackles. Finish, rally together, and finish on your tackles. We cannot be missing that stuff. So, Drew, what you got?
In addition to everything you said, I think our biggest key, not from an X's and O's standpoint, is come out like this is your Super Bowl. This is arguably the biggest game we've played this year up to this point. I know we just beat the Ravens, but this game might be even bigger than that because this game's going to either, we're going to start seriously talking about playoffs or we're going to be back to one game above 500 and going into the bye week. That is not what you want. So come out. Be ready to play, be ready to win, be ready to dominate, and play aggressive. Just come out, hit them, punish them, show them that we're the best team in Ohio. And I don't think it's any secret. This game has been circled on ever since the schedule came out for me. So, you got to play.
Make sure you have good greens or motion plays. Just keep a lot of movement and try to know get a good scheme and try to keep Myles Garrett away from Burrow. That is the biggest thing in my playbook is to know where 95 is. Is it going to be it's a divisional game, so it's going to be a lot of hard hitting, smash mouth football. They are pretty banged up, so I would like to hopefully see a double-digit victory, but like I said, with it being a divisional game, I wouldn't be surprised if this is something that comes down to a last-minute game-winning drive and just eliminate mistakes. You got to make the tackles. You got to don't make stupid decisions with the ball, and I have a lot of confidence that if we eliminate our mistakes, that we're going to win this game. Because I do think we are the better team.
It's a 1-point spread, by the way, so Vegas also thinks it's going to come down to
1.
It's back down to 1.
It
was 2.5 last night.
Yeah, last I saw was 2.5.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
Which is basically just a home field advantage.
Yeah. All right. We will go in to so the thing we do every week, our weekly pick Ems. We're recording this on a Saturday, so Indianapolis and New York already played, obviously. So first on the docket is Cincinnati and Cleveland. I got the Bengals. What do you got?
I got the Bengals in a close one. How do you go against Joe Burrow?
Bengals.
Burrow over Baker. Baker's Andy Dalton 2.0 at best.
All right. Denver at Dallas, 1 p.m. I got the Cowboys.
Dallas.
All right.
Well, being married and my wife being a Cowboys fan, how could I go against the Cowboys?
All right. Houston at Miami. I would pick Miami, but again, I hate the Dolphins, so I'm going with Houston. I'm sticking with it. So, go Texans.
Yeah, I'm going to take Miami in this one. I think that their weapons are too much for the Texans secondary.
Miami, but Houston covers.
Okay. Atlanta at New Orleans. I kind of went back and forth on this one, but I'm gonna go with Atlanta because New Orleans doesn't have Jameis. He's dancing on his crutches. So.
Yeah, I don't think Trevor Simeon's your guy to win. However, I don't know how you pick against New Orleans with how bad Atlanta has been. So I'm going to pick New Orleans in this one.
Taysom Hill's active now, though, isn't he?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Yeah.
I'm going New Orleans regardless, but...
Okay. Las Vegas at the Giants. I got the Raiders. The Giants suck. That's my reasoning. So.
Just win, baby. I got the Raiders. Right. Won't be surprised if the Giants win, though. I think they're due for a letdown game. The Raiders are, so I got Raiders on a close one.
I'm going to do my Chris Berman, the Raiders, voice impersonation, but I don't want all the fans that listen to make fun of me, so...
The
Raiders! Yeah, Raiders.
All right. Pats at the Panthers. Another one that I went back and forth on, but I'm going to go with Billy Boy and Mac. I got the Patriots.
Yeah, I got the Patriots too. They've been playing a lot of close games, so I'll take the Patriots. I think they're better than their record shows. Although Christian McCaffrey is back this week, right?
I thought he still had another week.
No, he's active. I don't know if he's playing.
I thought he was active.
He's off the IR. I don't know if he's playing though.
Because I know Darnold is too, but either way, I'm gonna take New Orleans or New England.
I think Gilmore has a good game for the Panthers. With that being said, I don't think it's enough. Patriots by 3.
Okay, Buffalo at Urban Meyer's Pint House. I got Josh Allen and the Bills.
Bills, not close.
Bills by 20.
Alrighty. Minnesota at Baltimore. Baltimore coming off a bye last week. I think it's Baltimore, and I think it's a slaughterfest.
Baltimore.
4.
Okay. We're burning through these things real quick. Chargers at Philly. I've actually picked the Chargers, and they've bit me in the ass. But I'm going to go with it again. So I'm probably going to get bit in the ass. So I got Justin Herbert and the Chargers.
Yeah, I'll pick Chargers. I think Justin Herbert's going to absolutely pick apart that defense.
Is this the last chance for the Chargers before they get the Miami treatment, Jake?
No, because I picked against them and they kept beating me early on. So
Chargers.
They just don't like me. Okay. Next one is Green Bay at Kansas City. If Aaron Rodgers was playing, I would have Green Bay. However, he's not. He's sick. So I have Pat Mahomes and Kansas City, even though they kind of have sucked this year, and they don't scare me that much. So, go Chiefs.
I'll take Kansas City in a very, very, very close game. I just don't think at the end of the day Jordan Love will have enough experience at being a professional quarterback, and I actually think he'll have a good game this week because of how weak Kansas City is on defense this year. But I still have Kansas City winning this game.
I want to know what love is.
Oh my God.
Give me the Packers.
Okay.
I'll tell you what love is. He's going to be a mediocre quarterback in this league.
All right. Well, You also think Baker sucks, so.
Baker does suck.
I know. Arizona at San Francisco. I anticipated San Francisco to be better this year, and they're not.
Yeah.
So
told you.
I also anticipated Arizona not to be as good, and they're actually really good.
Told you times 2.
Okay. I guess Drew just knows the entire NFC West then. Just listen to Drew. Drew's always right.
I mean, it's pretty predictable.
Yep.
I got Arizona.
Arizona big.
It's ironic how Jake is the only one that's getting all this shit wrong about the NFC West. I got Arizona, but I think it's a lot closer.
I beat you motherfuckers last week. Shut up.
Huh?
I beat you guys last week in this big shit. Shut up.
What's I got to do with?
What's the? You gotta calculate the all-time.
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's above us, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It's up there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Above us?
Shut up.
Nice.
I'm coming. I'm coming. Okay. You better watch your ass, cause I'm coming.
This is a PG
Hello,
podcast.
sir.
Jake.
Do you not hear what you're saying?
PG podcast.
I don't care. I'm coming. I'm coming.
PG-13.
I'm coming.
Arizona.
Skip's coming.
Arizona, but is a lot closer than you guys.
Okay. Next up, we got Sunday night, Tennessee at LA. I think Tennessee, they don't have Derrick Henry anymore, which is a big blow. Adrian Peterson is not Derrick Henry. I have the Rams.
Yeah, I got the Rams too.
AD is the OG Derrick Henry, but it's not going to be enough for the Rams.
I thought you were about to say AD was gonna
Not yet.
single-handedly beat the
Not yet.
Rams.
I did want to pick Tennessee on this, but I just couldn't drive my stupid ass self to do it.
Wait, was he talking about Aaron? I heard AD and I thought he was talking about Aaron Donald.
All day,
No, he's talking
Okay.
about
Oh,
Adrian
AD.
Peterson.
Okay.
all day.
I heard AD. I thought Aaron Donald. I don't know. Whatever. Monday night, Chicago at Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has won 3 in a row, and Chicago kind of sucks. But I hate
They
Pittsburgh,
both kind of suck.
and Ben Roethlisberger is a noodle arm, and he fucking sucks. So, and Pittsburgh doesn't have a kicker. Well, they didn't last week. Chicago, I got the Bears. Justin Fields goes off.
Pittsburgh, Justin Fields still goes off.
Okay.
Did Pittsburgh really not have a fucking kicker last week?
No.
Yeah, I guess he got hurt on a fake kick or something.
So was the punter doing like the kickoff?
No,
No, they
going
were
for
just
2.
going for 2 every time.
Well, what about the kickoff?
Oh, the punter was probably doing the kick.
Yeah, then they're
Oh, okay. But yeah, I got Pittsburgh in this. I just don't have enough confidence in Chicago.
All right. That will wrap us up for, what is this, episode 7, I think, of the Streaking Stripes podcast. I lost count. I don't know. We've had technical difficulties all
Also, I know I've been on 2 in a row.
So, oh yeah, Bryce, you get one more and you're no longer our special guest. All right, if you guys are watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button.
I would be a special guest.
Hit the bell. You'll never miss a podcast. You get notified when we drop them. Go follow us on Twitter at Streaking Stripes. Streaking Stripes without the G. You know the deal. Hit the bell there. Never miss a podcast. We tweet it out. Follow us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. And do you guys have anything else?
yes. Don't let Aaron Rodgers' vaccination status distract you from the fact that the NFL is covering up for the Washington football team. That is all.
Oh gosh. Okay.
If you want to see your favorite Streaking Stripe podcast hosts, excluding Jake, will be down in the Natty, me and Drew, for the game tomorrow. You can't happen to see us, shout
Section
out.
150.
Yeah, give us a little holla. And Houday.
I feel like I'm missing
Hooray.
out. So, all right. Thank you guys.
Damn right you are.
Okay. Yeah. I know. Okay. I didn't buy the tickets beforehand. I would be there, but I suck. So.
I will say, last time the Bengals and Browns played each other and I went to the game, is a game that we were down like 28-0 at halftime and I was ready to leave. And I got to watch Jeff Driscoll almost orchestrate a comeback. So.
I have not seen us lose in person, so.
Oh, there you
go.
go. Guaranteed win from both of these guys. Guaranteed win. So,
Well,
All right.
But then I saw him beat Tennessee, so. But yeah.
Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. We will see you guys next week. Sorry about the late podcast drop, like we said. Bryce got married, and we were drunk all week, so we'll be back next week sometime.
I've never had alcohol in my life before.
Okay, yeah. Me either. I don't know what I was drunk on happiness. That's what I meant. For our boy. Thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you guys next week. As always, Houday.